feel all bright and stuff, you know. I feel very melanated.
And that's what it's about.
Melanated 2020. We're just waiting for the ladies to join us.
Yes.
How everybody doing? Come on in the room, Keith.
Take a seat.
Come on. How y'all doing? Welcome back. It's been a minute. I know we done weathered a storm.
Yeah.
Literally, not just figuratively, okay?
No, seriously.
No, I was being dead. You know, I almost cussed, but you know, I was being serious. We done weathered the storm, baby. And now here we are. Okay. Your enjoyment.
Yes.
I'm gonna share the post while I'm here. I'm gonna share it to my page.
So this is this she go.
Okay, so sis here.
Hello.
What's going on?
Oh wait, I got the wrong glass. I need to get my wine.
You need a ooh. Well, you got that. Adonis got us being ghetto with double styrofoam cups.
Listen, this is what they gave us. This is what they gave us at the OST liquor. That won't do because so we drinking liquor like the trade do.
He gave
on the south side.
Oh. I don't know.
I on the south side of here, but he intentionally sought the place out when he came on the south side.
Yes.
So I
always patronize them.
So okay, that's what it is.
Yes. And so when it wrong, do is the wrong. So on the south side, they drink in the double cup.
I don't like this little background on.
I don't think your Nigerian culture would
we're not talking about
agree with
right
you
now.
be doing what the Romans do, but if that's what you want, by
what's up? Hey, Tanner.
You see, this is so much better. We can see all the comments and stuff on the screen.
Is this one? Oh yeah, see, I told you.
Y'all like our new background in the bed.
I know the background.
So they can, maybe it'll really switch it out so they can get a cute look at it.
Oh, I gotta be leaving that line.
What y'all think of? If you like the background in the back, let us see some hearts. What y'all think about it? You like it? You feel it? You know, you liking what we giving? We all giving these beautiful earth tones and, you know, vibrant, melanated look.
Bam.
Okay, catch Joel hair.
There we go.
Catch your hair in it.
It's not, and I meant to tell you that on our call. I love that color on you, Joel.
Thank you.
All right,
I got some braids for my birthday.
It's in the top corner too.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh,
it's in the top corner too.
Okay. I'm thinking it was just showing us this because.
No.
All right.
And always, people, please, you know, feel free to drop some love via the Cash App. The Cash App is $TMPINC. Feel free to show some love. We also have some amazing merch. We still have some Mahogany Project fans. We have some Mahogany Project lapel pins. It's a bunch of stuff in my bag right there.
Can I grab?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's that.
I'm digging about the purse.
And then grab the other bag right here. Mm-hmm. We have some other amazing things. Yep, we still have fans.
If y'all ain't got your fan, go get it. Hey, Chris. Bye.
You got a little excited when you saw Crimson, huh? We also have, you know, the Black Pride pins. These are lapel pins. They are $12. And we have Mahogany Project pins. But guess what? So I decided to do something special today because there is, you know, it's been raining the last couple of days. There is a flash sale going on. You can get a Mahogany Project fan and you can get a Mahogany Project, you can get a Mahogany Project fan What's up, Erica? So I guess we got a special guest.
Yes.
It's Marnina joined us. We have Erica in the building.
What's up, Erica?
What's up? I'm not. I just wanted to say hi to y'all. That's it.
What's good, Erica?
And now I'm head out. She can come in.
Just encouraged like that. Okay, cool.
Hey, y'all.
No. Oh, sis, what's in that cup? That look like a screwdriver.
It is. You know your drinks.
Oh,
My baby made a drink for me.
I used to be an alcoholic in my former life.
I'm challenging Joelle because she always comes with the fashions and the drinks.
Okay.
I had to switch my drink. I forgot what time it was, so I had to get my real drink on.
Mm.
Oh, you have to get your real drink on. Your real drink. It's that we have 10 people in the room joining us. So hey to all 10 of y'all. Please share the live. Send some love. Drop a coin. All of those things matter. Or two. Okay. You even become a monthly donor or sponsor if you would like. Okay. Also, while I'm here and I'm making all these beautiful announcements, right? Cough, get that out the way. So we are still providing self-defense items as a part of Uprising. So you are a TG&C person who are in need of those items. Please go. Please go to the Mahogany Project page on Facebook or Instagram, or you go to our website, which is mymahoganyproject.org, and you can request those items via Project Uprising. Also, Black Trans Empowerment Week is around the corner, and we are still accepting nominations for Man of the Year, Woman of the Year, Ally of the Year, which can be a person, an organization, or an agency. And we're also doing a new award this year for Person of the Year, which will be someone who identifies as non-binary or gender non-conforming. So we are still looking for nominations. Those individuals do get some cute little perks for being those individuals of the year. So, and they get to be honored and celebrated in the community, which is beautiful, right?
Now, hold on. What if it was somebody already won Man of the Year, Woman of the Year, but not identify as non-conforming? Can they Person of the Year?
I mean, there's no particular rules that says that person can or cannot, but at the same time, I'll be greedy now.
Well, some people do that.
I do. You do.
know,
that's like girls do pageants for 20 years and then go somewhere and do a newcomer pageant. Girl, what is your new coming to? But that's neither here nor there. Okay.
Being a nominee.
That's
don't make something else.
So we also, Housing Project also released our coloring book on last Friday. We released a coloring book for adults. There's something happening with the audio.
Joey, what you typing on?
I'm not typing nothing.
Who making that noise? I don't know. Maybe
tell Erica to sit down.
No, she ain't even in the room. That's crazy.
I don't know what's going on.
Your audio has been choppy since I've been in here, so I had hit Joelle up like, is it my connection or is it Verniss's? And she was like, she could hear it a little choppy on your end too.
Oh no, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Y'all know we did just experience the hurricane, so I don't depression, beta 1, beta 2. I don't know. Listen.
Like Joelle talk.
What's
up? Okay, so you're not choppy, sis. I hear you. Am I choppy?
Oh, so it's me and Adonis is the problem.
Not you saying it like that.
So what y'all saying is me, Adonis, and I we the problem.
It's probably Adonis, It's probably Adonis. I ain't even gonna put that on you.
Oh, okay. Listen, that's what I don't even care no more. Long as it ain't me, baby. Okay. But now that we got that situated, make sure that y'all check out our coloring book on mymahoganyproject.org. The coloring book is 100% free. And yeah, just download it and enjoy it and color it and share it with us via social media. So I'm not sure what's going on with the background with the clicking.
I think we got it. Hold on, y'all. if we're still chopped, because we don't want to be chopped up nor slopped up. So how's the audio sound now? Let me try it.
I mean, y'all, we sorry. Just bear it with us with the choppiness. Next time we'll have this figured out. No, it's still doing it, but it's okay. We're gonna work through it. We shall persevere. Okay. Oh, Kristen said he can hear us.
Kristen could be your phone.
Okay, and then Ashley Bourne said she loves the coloring book. So if you've had the opportunity to download the coloring book and check it out, we would love to hear some feedback and your thoughts and opinions on the coloring book. But right now, it's time for hot topics. And so we're going to turn it over to our diva of hot topics, Marnina the Queen.
What's up? Don't make me start twerking on this thing.
I was like, what's up, ladies?
Okay, here we go.
Everybody old enough for that?
I am. I know I am.
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not.
Well,
I'm still young and prone.
We over here sipping like it's crazy.
Okay. So one of the hot topics that's going on right now, especially in pop culture, even though this is like national news.
Oh, it's sorry, my sis, my bad, because you supposed to do the icebreaker. Adonis do the hot topic. It was my bad.
Oh, okay. Okay, so two truths and a lie. I want you to start off, Verniss. 2 truths and a lie. I want you to tell me 2 truths and 1 lie about yourself.
Okay. I'm a crybaby. Oh, I like orange. And I got to meet Sarah Palin.
You got to meet Sarah Palin. That's the lie right there.
That gotta be the lie.
Why me meeting Sarah Palin gotta be a lie? I've done a lot of electoral work.
But that you ain't missed it later.
Cause I would have seen a post of you letting her have it. I don't remember seeing that. And not even in the memory.
So that's what y'all rolling with.
Yeah, because even when you was working on campaign trip, what woman was running?
What they gotta do with meeting the lady?
Like when she wasn't active. So like at least she was in Alaska.
Yeah, work ain't active, but girls still out here meeting.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that.
I don't know about you liking orange either. So I don't know.
Oh, wow, he loved orange. That's the thing.
Okay, Sarah Palin.
That's orange. Y'all say Sarah Palin.
What is it, Vern?
Sarah Palin.
We knew it.
That was easy.
That's because y'all don't believe in my work.
Go ahead, Adonis. You go next.
All right.
Well, Crystal said I'm not a crybaby girl. I cry about everything. Okay.
Okay. I love steak. Peanut butter is my favorite junk food, and I'm addicted to true crime stories.
I'm gonna go with the peanut butter.
Oh,
ladies.
Oh, I'm gonna say peanut butter too because I think you like steak. I think I remember hearing you talk about steak. I don't know if it was negative or not.
Oxtails before.
I feel like you like steak. I don't know. I've never seen you watch any true crime stuff. But no, I feel like you do like true crime because you're very. I feel like it's the peanut butter.
Girl, you saw how involved he was with Clara Bass.
Yes. Everybody who like, I don't know, too many people know me, but know that part of me. I am addicted to true crime stories. Stay tuned, something's coming out soon. I got to listen to one true crime story every day. I know it might be crazy and more, but baby, when you listen to all that, it makes you stay ready. It makes you want to pull it inside. Because you stay ready. So everybody
honest with that.
I got this control. On your lap, see? You never know. You never know. Y'all like
okay, you dressed up like you about to go
out.
out.
You never know. You never know. So, I got gadgets and gizmos to clean.
Oh Lord.
Okay, go gadget.
That's it. And then sometimes, speaking of go gadget, fine. Bam, y'all like my new phone? You see that? You see that? Y'all like my new phone? I see that. Bam, baby, I always got something. You won't be ready. You don't know. I had to use. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that right now. But yes.
Listen, I'm just trying to stay off the line of fire.
Yes. So please stay ready. You don't have to get ready. But no, I do not like peanut butter. I despise peanut butter.
You just shocked me.
See, okay, so now you want to lie. Now you want to lie. Oh yeah, peanut butter. I cannot stand.
Hey, Miss Asia.
Hey, Asia.
All right, come on, Miss Joel.
I'm trying to think of some good ones. I don't know.
Oh, Christian, if he shocked me, I'm gonna steal off on him.
See, y'all see? That's why you gotta stay ready.
In his words, I'm gonna steal off. See,
maybe some of the people really think I be running around, really trying to terrorize people.
Tear a little hair.
I think I might have. So my first one is I am considered the mean one in my family. My second one is dang, I just forgot. Oh, I forgot what my second one is.
Take time.
My second one is I used to be 5'2", and my third one is
I'm trying to say I need a taser. You know, we gonna donate you one. I'm gonna send one to you.
My third one is I know how to play the piano.
What was the second one?
I used to be 5'2".
Yeah, we all used to be 5'2"
At one point.
we like in my adolescence, in my teenage years. Like in college, I used to be 5'2".
I'm gonna go with you would have considered the mean one in your family.
I'm gonna go with the. What's the last one again?
I know how to play the piano.
That one. Because you probably do with them nails. I don't know what you did with that.
I trim my nails down, they're short.
They look nice.
I'm going to go with the piano.
It is the piano. I'm definitely considered the mean one in my family.
You say definitely. So, the mean one or just the outspoken one? Because
I'm both outspoken and mean. I'm considered the mean one.
Oh, I'm 2 for 2 over here. No, 3 for 3. I feel like I didn't win a prize or something.
Okay. It's your turn.
Okay, so if I wasn't doing activism, I would want to be a vet. My favorite colors are pink and purple. And the third one is I really want a baby.
So it's not the baby.
Yeah, it's not the baby. Well, no, I would think the baby would
go with the baby.
No, you do want Marnina does want a baby. Right, I know that one is true. I know that one is true.
I'm going with the baby.
I don't know about that. Pink and purple. I'm gonna go with the vet.
It's the pink and purple. No, it's
I'm trying to think about.
I think it's pink is your favorite color, huh?
It's the pink and purple. Pink is my favorite color of all time. Like I love pink. Pink is.
I remember all the stuff in your cabinet is pink. I always did to redecorate the cabinet. That's why it wasn't the baby. I knew it wasn't the baby. But I knew
I want a baby, y'all. I really do. I got baby fever like
that. It was hard for me because I remember the pink and purple. I knew it wasn't the vet because I know how much you like the cat.
Pink and purple reminds me of Barbie.
And I went to school to be a vet.
Really?
Yes. When I first went to college, I actually went to college to be a veterinarian.
I love animals, y'all. I love them.
I love dogs.
All right. So now that everybody got their favorite animal out the way, I like turtles. They okay.
Really?
Sea turtles.
But
Turtles?
would you have it as a
sea
pet?
turtles, they're so cute.
They don't do nothing.
I had so much stuff as a pet. I had turtles, rabbits, fish, dogs, cats. We done had pigs, lambs, steers, goats.
Damn, where you live at? The
We done
zoo?
had chicken, turkey.
This giving me Dr. Doolittle tea.
We done
Okay.
in college. We had a bearded dragon. We had 2 bearded dragons named Kai and Kai.
Yeah, I just like dogs.
Yeah, I would have had a lot of pets.
I'm a dog person. I'm not no cat person.
I date men, so clearly I like dogs.
Chelsea.
My God.
We go.
Period.
We go.
Another show. That's another show.
Okay, say it. Say it for the bar edition.
All right. So,
Let's also have topics now. That's all the time.
yeah, hot topic. Y'all ready? Pull up a chair in here. All right. So, we're not in particular order. But, so the first one is the death of RBG. So those who do not know, we recently lost Ruby. I always mess up the other 2 parts of her name. So it's like Ruby. And so and she was holding on, like she fought a good fight.
Ooh, one mama holding on, like holding on.
She took some lickings and kept on ticking. So how do y'all feel out there? Do y'all feel as though it is too early to replace her? Because Mitch McConnell and Trump, they trying to do it as soon as possible. How do y'all feel about it?
Are we gonna be consistent? Because wasn't they hollering wait to replace whatever his name was?
Yep, they were.
And now they want to try to replace her by the end of the week.
By Saturday.
Yeah.
And Lady ain't cold yet.
Oh, ain't she not? My God. So I definitely think for so many reasons that we should wait. I think this is a very much so, like most things, a political scheme by Donald Trump just to position himself in a way to still be in power. I think Donald Trump will probably be the only president in history who has the opportunity to appoint 3 Supreme Court justices, not even within their whole, within just their first term of being a president. And I don't find this to be beneficial for community in multiple ways, especially so. Looking at our podcast is about people who live intersectional lives, right? And so, him appointing someone who will make the Supreme Court judge, rulings lean more in a what's the word I'm looking for?
Over conservative.
In a very much an over conservative way. Put things like LGBT issues at risk. It put women's health issues at risk. It put issues like the Breonna Taylor case at risk to make sure that individuals have justice when things have to arrive to the Supreme Court. And so I just don't think this is a kind of time where we should be focusing on that. And there's too many other important issues on the table. We're still waiting for a stimulus package. People are still waiting to get money from the government to survive. We've been in a pandemic living through a pandemic since March, April, May, June, July, September.
7 months.
Almost 7 months, and you gave people $1,200.
Not all people. Not all people.
Get into that, and not even all people $1,200 to benefit off of. And then we back though and say, well, if you have a kid, we'll give you additional $500 per child. But not every person even got that money. And so you literally have people who did not get a single dime during a pandemic, and they're expected to survive and live.
And not only that, I think about our economy, because this pandemic is taking a toll. A lot of brick and mortars have shut down because of the pandemic. Not getting those stimulus checks for a lot of individuals. We can't keep the economy stimulated if there is no funds Because you got people who are laid off, people who are collecting unemployment, no longer getting that additional $600. So yeah, we have a couple of other things on the table that we need to be focused about. I will say this: if I want to be no hypocrite. Now, if it was different, let's say if it was a different president, let's just say right now, perfect world right now. Let's say, okay, my perfect world, Bernie Sanders is president, right? So let's just say it was his last, like this is just next year. And if I the same thing would have happened, I think a week is too soon. But if it's someone who has his ideas and his views, I would definitely want him to come in there soon. But I think a week is too soon. I mean, at least a month. But I also think that they should always have somebody like, and maybe they do. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Down in the comments, tell me. Have like a vice or like somebody like the understudy in case some things like this do happen.
What do you mean? Like,
I mean, just real, but I don't really think that's all another conversation because these life terms are a bit too much too. I'm gonna be real. Like these life terms are a bit too much. That's a long time.
I think in a position like that, but no T, no shade. Clarence Thomas look like he up on deck. I'm just gonna put that on out there.
He ain't died yet. God.
I know Amina Hill probably. He looked like he up on deck.
Ain't no tears gonna shed over here. You know, I ain't trying to wish no death, but ain't no tears gonna shed.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'm just kind of right. She said it's for equality. It is.
Oh yeah, that's on a multitude of levels. On a multitude of levels.
All right. So next, Bisexual Awareness Month.
Oh yeah, so this isn't this next week Bisexual Awareness Month?
In October. I think it was me. I don't know. I don't subscribe to it.
Is this week Adonis?
Is it? Not saying that it's definitely a point. It's just like I don't know exactly the day. October or is it September?
No, it's I believe it's Bisexual Awareness
Week. Oh, okay.
Or something to that nature. You know, we just want to create space for bisexual identities. You know, it's time to say that bisexual identities are valid.
They're real.
You know, bisexual people do exist. Mm-hmm. We need to have more open conversation about bisexuality and bisexual identities and what they look like from different perspectives as it relates to men who are bisexual, women who are bisexual, and even gender expansive people who are bisexual or multisexual.
You know, the representation is definitely needed because I know a lot of times what I've seen within our community is that a lot of people, more so when it's someone who identifies as male, is bisexual, it's pushed back. No, you automatically are homosexual. And I think that's unfair to a lot of individuals who are bisexual. The representation in the media is sometimes portrayed as, and I often see, and y'all tell me if y'all had different experience, but whenever it's presented with a male saying that he's bisexual, he's automatically assumed to be gay. Even when Insecure, with my dating dude, and he said he had well, he didn't not necessarily talk about this, he had a male and
in college, what?
Yes. And a lot of people have him in college.
That's the best place to have them.
And to me personally, he's not bi. He just got head from a guy.
He just had a sexual experience.
Encounter's not bi. That's
right. But even with just that little minute encounter, Molly did not want to date the dude because she wanted to identify him as gay. So yeah, I definitely think we have bisexual characters. We need more representation of that. I don't honestly know someone who has been bisexual, especially a black queer person has been bisexual, and it shows magnitude in the assortment of people that they've dated.
What do you mean?
Like, let's say, for instance, let me see who, I don't know, who's bisexual that I've seen as a bisexual character, and I've seen them have relationships with both men and women.
Whitney Houston.
Say, allegedly.
Allegedly.
It ain't allegedly. She done wrote a whole book about it now.
Okay, they said Bob Brown didn't want Robin around because Whitney was getting a little too close.
I don't know. It's interesting, but they just go show you representation matters. I wanted to say, I think the first time someone bisexual that I remember seeing was Willow on Buffy. Shouts out to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The best show ever on the WWE.
Frank Ocean.
I thought Frank Ocean was just gay.
Yeah, me too.
Bisexuality and Frank Ocean is something new to me.
See,
I think he might have been bi, and then I think he might. I don't know. I think Girl Crimson said bisexual.
Kalani is bisexual. Hell, apparently Niecy Nash too.
Yeah, Kalani is a strong bi. Kalani is definitely a very strong bisexual.
Victoria Monet, she's bisexual.
But but once again, the issue falls on how women. It's always more okay for a woman or femme-bodied person to be bisexual or to be more sexual. Period.
You think so? I don't know about more sexual, but I definitely say bisexual.
I can say that as a person that identified as bi before she identified as queer, I think that it is okay in sort of the sense of the realm of like cisgender area and also folks that are not LGBTQ, because bisexual people a lot of times, like sometimes I identify, I guess, I don't know, I really identify as queer, but I do date both genders. And so I think, well, I date all genders. So I guess that's pan. I don't know. I'm just in the rainbow somewhere. But like it's really different.
Your life like it's golden.
Living my life.
I said you just living your life like it's golden.
Period. But I really have really good relationships with women and with trans men. Like those have been my best relationships so far. And my funnest. But and I get like really, really deeply emotional with them. And we could, that's a whole nother show. But when it comes to like LGBTQ folks, a lot of times the bisexual erasure is serious because folks, especially like as a queer woman, people are like, oh, well, you gotta choose. Either you like, you can't be, they call it, dick dykers, like girls that
I heard it.
They say, how y'all
yeah, and so I've heard that so many times, especially around like butchy lesbians, stud lesbians, whatever you want to call them, more aggressive women. They always say that you got to pick one. And it's like, sis, I can't exist in duality. Like, so the bisexual erasure is so serious because people seriously want you to choose. And if you don't choose, they like you confused or you don't know what you want or, girl, I know what I want and I know what I need. I need you today and I may need Darwin tomorrow,
Come on, I need you today.
And then like also, I was having a conversation. There was a podcast that I was a part of last Friday, like this past Saturday, and the situation of bisexual came up. And the thing is, because I know this to be true on both from my experience with queer people or with heterosexual people. A lot of individuals do not want to date an individual that's bisexual because they feel as though, this came up multiple times. Oh, well, I can't compete with a man. With a man, I can't compete with a woman. And my thing is, let me tell you something. Regardless of their person's sexual orientation, it has nothing to do with their moral compass. Okay, if they gonna cheat on you or whomever, they gonna cheat on you with whomever. Whether they was heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, trisexual, like they're going to not honor your agreement and be loyal to you, then that doesn't matter how they sexually identify. Trust me, we know a lot of heterosexual men that have cheated on heterosexual women with another heterosexual woman. You know, a lot of homosexual individuals or queer individuals who have cheated with other queer individuals. So, like, that sexual orientation don't have nothing to do with if a person's going to cheat on you or not. I know a lot of people bring it up, and it goes on both sides.
I think bisexual men get it the worst though. They really do. Like people rip them to shreds. Folks rip bisexual men to shreds.
Bisexual black men, bisexual black.
Black men. You right.
I dated white bisexual men, and it's nothing for them. It's amazing to me how open they can be about their bisexuality. I mean, they're bland everywhere else, but bland everywhere.
You say what?
Hey, it's open. I like who like me. Hey.
That's it.
Not be not.
I'm gonna be problematic. Bisexual men got the best peen. That's just that's just my personal opinion.
They got the best penis.
Yes, they got the best peen. But that's another conversation for another day.
Not what I.
Oh my God!
These ought to be
We'll talk about this off the camera. It's men that are married or involved that have the best.
It's starting to get a little too sexual.
right. That's real. That's all nothing goes. Speaking of bisexual men, Andrew Gillum. So he had a interview since the whole scandal on him and his wife on
Tamron Hall.
So I want to say Tamron Hall. And he came out and said that he was bisexual. How y'all feel about it?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I mean, did we already know that?
I didn't. Well, after everything happened, yeah. But prior to then, I didn't know the man was.
Child, you see how he was sitting all close to the white man on them boat.
When all that happened, that's when I was like, well, first of all, let me tell you something.
Well, my thing is the issue that he was bi, or was the issue that he was doing meth in a hotel with prostitutes, passed out on the ground naked? I'm like, I was confused.
What?
Listen, it's wild. It's like by someone service time comes out. We do this live because I want no trouble. Oh yeah, did y'all say that?
He was lit on the floor, shitty.
In his instrument.
Was he not?
Yes, he was in his instrument in feces.
Okay, because you.
So did he address that during the interview? Because I didn't watch it because I don't care. But did he address that part?
Oh, not really. And that was my thing. That's what I really want. I could care less about him being bisexual. To me, I already know what time it is. Let me tell you something about life real quick. No one, and I hate making general statements, but so let me say this. Most of the people I know that's 30 plus know what their limit is with alcohol, okay? So I'm not gonna be anywhere, and I know because especially those of us who went to college, because in college, baby, we drank till we drank and can't drink no more. So you mean to tell me this man at 40-something years old don't know his limit? So you was over there,
but it wasn't alcohol he didn't know his limit on. It was the
but that's what he said he got drunk. That's what I'm saying. So I don't understand how you don't know your limit of alcohol by 40 years old to the point where you passed out and drunk. And let me tell y'all something.
He don't know his meth limit.
And that's what I think. Did you do meth? I'm not worried about what people got on in their arrangements, their entanglements. Baby, what you drink does not make me piss, okay? However, the question that I want to know, what you doing meth? You said no. Don't believe. You said that your wife said that, she knew. She may have felt different if the world was going to know. However, did your wife know that you went that particular weekend to go lay up with the men
and do me
and
pay them? Mm-hmm. I just want to make the point of you.
And what happened to the wedding? He didn't say nothing about the wedding that he's supposed to be either. All right,
because it was only a marriage of the alcohol and the meth. That was the wedding.
I just want to know how you pay for sex work and you doing all the work.
Ooh, now if that ain't a question for the decade.
Wait, what you mean you paying for sex work doing all the work? What you mean, like you put me in the work?
He obviously was into some type of scab play or something. Like he doing all the work.
Yeah. This got very cookie tookish.
Lord.
This got very cookie tookish.
I don't know how he ended up having wow, my person really gonna be like, I hate talking about like, oh my god, this is a big.
We gotta go there.
I don't even like scandalous humor, but yeah, so it was like going on, and then when you saw when he was on the ground, come to find out that blood pressure machine wasn't from the paramedics. So the people, yes, they schooled. So the people that do meth, they use those blood pressure machines to make their veins big so they can locate and shoot it up. So,
Oh.
I did not know about it. Let me say something. I had a DAP program. I ain't gonna lie, you know, I'm HBCU, I'm black and proud, but I did so we grew up in the suburbs, right? So I was exposed to a lot of different things. One of the things I was exposed to, because in middle school, I'm be real with you, we had kids bringing acid to school, we had kids bringing, oh yes, and like that's what I'm saying. When they saying that the inner city schools be bad. Now it's depends on what you want to classify as bad. However, they just were able to control the narrative a lot more. You had people tripping out on acid and clay. This was in middle school, y'all. But I never anything knew about meth.
Child, you probably stayed next door to a meth lab living in Katy.
Possibly, because human trafficking there too. Didn't even know about. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, so it was going down. So yeah, they used their blood pressure machine to get their veins big so they can shoot it up. The paramedics didn't have that. They didn't bring it. They had brought that because they was already using it.
Yes, but when they got there, they already knew what his blood pressure was.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I just want to point out, you get what you pay for.
Yeah. You pay for what you get.
Yep.
Period.
That's it.
I just want to point out that Andrew Gillum distracted us from the fact that Breonna Taylor's killers were not fucking indicted, charged, or nothing. I don't give a fuck about Andrew Gillum. I don't. What he do in his bedroom, I don't care.
It was at the Motel 6, though, sis.
Motel.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna watch the interview with the wife and husband talking about somebody's sexuality because it's gonna be full of lies. Because I'm sorry, as a woman who slept with many married men and who's been with many married men that have gotten caught up, the wives know, they know, and they let shit go until they can't no more. Women know, wives know, siblings know, partners know. Like, I don't care. I just feel like whatever they got going on, that's fine. My thing is so you were in the Motel 6 with the prostitutes and the men. I don't care about you being bisexual. And I really don't even care about that. What does that have to do with your policy? Can you get us to where we need to go?
The only thing that it makes me, well, I'm sure he'll be on top of it. But you talking about policies? Well, go ahead.
Nothing.
Oh, you talking about policies? I'm like, you can't be sloppy like that. And you're supposed to be this prominent figure. Like, I'm not saying you cannot do it, but you have.
I will say, white people do it all the time, and white people do it all the time. My thing is just like, Andrew, can you get us to where we need to go? That's all I really care about.
And but
you get caught.
Yep. And so recently, I have a lot of associates in Houston that I find that they do mirrors, but still operate on a day-to-day like it's nothing. So yeah. But that's a whole nother
people are very like functional. Being a functional drug addict and a functional crackhead or whatever, that's a real thing.
Mm-hmm. So next on the list, okay,
I'll take y'all word for that.
Do you want to really talk about them first of all, or do we already know it?
Yeah, but do y'all? So Lisa Raye, I don't know if anybody saw the dialogue. So after the film thing, there was a dialogue or a thing came out with Lisa Raye, who was talking about where it was cover. From what I understand, the cover of the article was a little misleading. It said that Lisa Raye went on a homophobic rant, which was not necessarily true. What she was saying was, I believe that people have the right to not be okay with you being bisexual. I'm going to be quite honest. I think it's a fair statement. I feel if you're dating a person and that person finds out you're bisexual and they be like, well, I don't want to date a bisexual.
I feel like my issue is, fine. If you feel that way, fine. That's definitely valid. But then here you go going overboard. We don't need all that extra shit, Diamond. We don't need all that extra shit. Keep that shit as a player for. We don't need it. You talking about, oh, I know how to tell if a man is bi or gay. You use your finger. Why? Like, what's the point of why? What was the point of saying that? You could have made your statement as a mature woman and just kept it pushing. Like, I didn't understand what was the point of that extra. And then for Vivica to chime in, which we already know that homegirl is homophobic and she's very problematic anyway, was a little sad because I used to like Vivica, but it was just very, that statement I don't have an issue with. I think it was all the stuff that came afterwards and the extra comments. It was problematic. It was very problematic for me.
I like old face Vivica. New face Vivica, I don't like her.
New face Vivica is a whole nother woman. Literally.
The only thing I like about Vivica Fox was her character in Kill Bill and Vanessa Green. When she came in there, so what you got?
Old face Vivica was that girl.
I'll say that she ain't been the same since 50 Cent broke up with her.
But then the thing is, it's a problem because your preferences, the reason why I don't like stuff like that is because your preferences now create biases. And then your biases now impacts the way in which you treat people, the way you employ people, the way you go about your everyday life. Because I can have a preference and say, hey, I don't date such and such folks. But if I now treat all of those folks of that particular demographic that way, then that's the problem for me. And my thing is, that's how she was coming off. It wasn't coming off as, that's not my preference. It was all the implicit biases behind it that really gave it that homophobic tweak for me.
And you would think that she would be a little bit more conscious and aware of her words, being that she has a sister that identifies as lesbian.
Her sister is bisexual. Since we're going back to bisexual people. Her sister came out today, talked about her relationship with Allen Iverson.
Oh yeah, her sister who confessed her love after being bought a car from a girlfriend. So yeah, it is what it is. Moving on. Can I insert this and then change one?
Yeah.
The Versus battle. Now, the Versus has definitely gave us perform entertainment during this pandemic. It's definitely been helping us, giving us what we need for the quarantine. The Patti LaBelle and Gladys. Woo! Oh Lord, like I loved it, and it was just one for the culture. Like it wasn't. The vibe between Brandy and Monica was definitely forced.
They need to work it out.
Yeah, that's what Pam said. They need to work it out.
They need to work it out.
They need to work it out.
I feel like Brandy was giving her real homegirl, that's my sis vibes. And
I think Brandy was throwing some jabs. She was throwing some jabs.
She was
sing it, Monica, girl. She can't because you come on and get that lady to right.
Now I love.
Don't be shady.
I love both of them. They were more around my Big Brothers era. All this song, but of course you hear the same music. So I definitely love them. I have music by both of them. Overall, if I had to choose one, I definitely prefer Monica more. I like her soul, her voice. I like her runs. I love that very much. You know what she give me? Monica give me a girl that grew up in the hood.
Mo nigga. Okay.
Oh Lord. And so she grew up in the hood. She probably the first generation in college, got polished at HBCU, plays good in the theater. She ended up very fast, very pretty girl. Brandy give me very much, like I said, couldn't really go off the porch growing up. Very much legacy teas of African.
Very much bust down the door, slap your shit.
You say what?
Bust down the door, slap your shit.
Brandy give you that?
No, I thought we were talking about Monica.
Oh, yeah. Monica,
Brandy, the queen of hit and runs.
Oh, yeah. We're not gonna do those. Yeah, we don't get
it. That's what she give me.
But, yeah.
And Monica give me Zeke Hitty.
Oh,
she looked like the king of Sherlock on Shrek.
Here we go.
In that doggone outfit.
Her seamstress, a pandemic. Some people's seamstress not working because Emily. Shouts out to Emily. My seamstress Shrop's time out. Patronized, so I put the information in the comments.
It ain't no Shrop's time. He mean Mala that matter comment.
Latino City, and that's what it say. Latino City Mall. That's what it say in the back part. Which shit. Yes, she's queer. She's of the community. Yeah, support him if y'all need some time. Because, baby, I was mad last when I'm calling her to get some stuff altered. She wasn't there, but then she came back last week. And she was there just in time, 2 weeks ago, for me to get my suit tied for my cousin. We'll be tomorrow. But yes,
I'm see if it's between Brandy and Monica. First off, I'm picking the V. I'm not picking Brandy or Monica, and I'm picking Aaliyah. I'm sorry. I was picking Aaliyah. Always. Baby girl was just, even in her death 20 years later, she's still killing these hoes. She's still killing them. Well, girl, she's still killing them.
Well, I think Gladys and I was wrong about him. Mama Gladys said she sung most of her songs, which I want to say is unfair because everybody knows Patti LaBelle does not know her lyrics. So for Gladys to sit up there and sing all the lyrics like that, you ain't right, because you know Patti don't know them lyrics.
And now, who fault is that though? Patti needs to stop making them nasty pies and get in the booth and learn lyrics.
That's why Patti got background singers.
Right.
Okay,
All right.
So background singers give her lyrics because I'm confused.
That's why she got background singers.
She knows.
So what does she do? Have a thing in the front where she be singing? She looking at her.
Y'all listen. This woman almost 80 years old. But once you give her a little bit, she gonna give you a little bit of what you need. I loved it. I really don't vocally in their prime because I loved it. Let me tell you this. Now, Patti LaBelle is the only one of the older divas I had not been to yet. Baby, at the house, all the oldies. If you ask me to, if only you knew, on my own.
Like, I feel like Patti is I feel like Patti is still relatively like relevant now culture, but I feel like Gladys because Gladys got them hits. She got them real.
And you know what? But I can say this about both. Oh, real quick story. One of my roommates a long time ago, he had tickets to Gladys Night concert. She was at the Arena Towers. Whoever else he was bringing, he couldn't bring. He's supposed to go on quote unquote low. He said, "Well, I'm bringing my stepmom. Do you want to come?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can see Gladys Night." Bam, in the second row, right? So, you know, we just jamming Gladys, all it. So at the end, I don't know how many of y'all like really, really big, like big Greg fans, especially in Houston, Texas. But that Gladys night, the end of the road melody, like everybody kept on saying, in the road. She let shit hear this, so she ended up doing it last, right? Baby, she's walking out. Mind you, my roommate was trying to be on the low because his stepmom did quote unquote low. He said, "Man, just be chill." So, you know, I'm giving up, you know, trying to very much giving all this, just, you know, vibes to the music. So, let's leave that right there where we get. I'm on the second row. So, you know, she leaving. Of course, what you gonna do? You see Gladys, so you can put your hand out. So I was so overcome with the emotion and the drinks. And so I said, "Oh, Gladys, I love you, baby." Yeah, so I love you, so healthy, baby. I can't feel like this. He was man, I love it. But listen, y'all, the energy between this team force, like the Brandy and Monica, and you look at pictures, like they're really, really fun. As they were talking about it, you were there when my sister died. You were there when my son was born. I loved it. It was great.
They came
So
back.
I have a quick question. Who y'all want to see do a verse? It hasn't done one yet.
I put it on Facebook the other day, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. I need it.
Bye. Yeah,
it's hands down, but I would definitely love to see it.
NSYNC will kill Backstreet Boys.
Period.
They do. You know
what? That bye may kill it though. I don't know.
It's insane, Marnina.
It's a tough one. I know, that's why I said I was to go with Backstreet, but I think
got them that they'll do that their version of Just Got Paid and it'll go down.
I want to see KC versus JoJo.
Ain't they the same people? I mean, ain't they the same group? They the same group now.
Yeah, they are the same group.
I want to see a Britney versus Christina.
Who?
Britney versus Christina.
We're gonna do that.
Britney gonna win, child. She got more hits, but anyway, we should do damn, what I was gonna tell y'all.
We can do Anita versus Sade.
That would be a good one.
We can do that.
Oh, I was gonna say we could do Jacquees versus Bobby Brown since they both talking about they the kings of R&B.
Let's not do Bobby. Let's
Brown. You know, we can probably do a Usher and a Chris Brown.
They don't. Chris Brown don't want to do that. Even though Chris Brown have more hits than Usher, they don't want to do it.
I say this: what I did
have more hits, but Usher has more classic. Chris Brown do not have any classic material. I don't care.
You're mad on the floor if it ain't.
That ain't classic. That's not classic. Give me a diamond album. Usher got diamond albums.
Let me see if you can run it.
Well, at least he ain't got that list no more. But
but this before we go to, because we need to move along. But what I did not like, I'm tell you this. Everybody who know me. No, I don't. I ain't been a fan of this woman since Celebrity Apprentice.
Who, Dionne Ward?
That lady messed up the whole version. Now for the coach, it was everything it was needed. Yes,
Miss Virginia Slim.
Did she come out there looking like a pack of Virginia Slims?
When they run eyes in the suit.
Oh, Deborah, can I go back in the back and put Virginia?
Girl,
this what you put out?
This is and then like they called you out there. You already knew what song you were singing, and what you say, y'all ain't got lyrics. That's what frees up. Like, girl, that's you sing Superwoman right now. That lady, listen. Personality wise, I'm not a fan of Dionne Warwick. I do not like it. Everything she did for the culture, all the accolades, bells and whistles, give it to her. Personality, I don't shoot no marbles with that. That lady's mean. She got people hussies. She's been moved to Marley, the lady who was hearing impaired.
It was.
I'm like, oh, that's unnecessary. Call Nene Lisa Coward. I ain't even a fan of Nene Lisa. That lady don't like peace.
Okay, I love when they be added on Got to Be Real, even though that ain't real.
Yes,
be real parodies.
That Got to Be Real. I'm sorry, they need to bring it back.
And y'all know who did it? Surprisingly, it was a cis heterosexual woman that was doing it.
Oh, okay.
They gave me I just knew it was somebody.
Hey, Rita.
Right. Hey, Rita gon' hate.
Hey, Rita. We're going to go ahead and move in the topic of why we really here. Let's go. So we're here to talk about desirability within the Black TQLGB community. And what we're saying is that desirability shows up in like relationships and friendships and things like that. This want and need to be connected to a people where these people do.
Well, give a definition so everybody understand where we come from, so they understand we're talking about desirability. So
I don't know a textbook definition for what we're trying to describe. So basically, what you say you haven't pulled up. He went to Webster, so
absolutely
go ahead.
Okay, so desirability. So the quality of being desirable, and then you also have desirability politics, and I guess we can move on to that. Like they will segue to that after that. But yes, desirability is what I was saying. The need to feel desirable and the validation of that, because that's a drug.
Is it a drug or is it a handicap? It could be both. Because I see it a lot in I don't even want to say in relationships, but you see it all the time where people sit around on these phones and they text multiple people trying to be desired by these folks. Like, oh my God, I want somebody to take me out, or I want this person to
say that when you get attention like that, it fuels like hormone in or it fuels something in your brain and it makes you want it more. Like it
definitely releases dopamine for a lot of people.
It's a chemical thing.
And like anything, and because people who are addicted to whether it be alcohol or any substance, they do it because they want to feel the same dopamine that they get from that. I'm gonna tell you this. For those who know, let me make sure I'm able to see. I never got the what you call it right there. No. But for those who know, listen, all of it to each his own. But all this stuff as far as like posting with their relationship, because everybody who knows, baby, you know who I am, you know who I'm with. I don't do all the extra posting. Me and Bae doing this. Me and Bae doing that. Me and Bae doing this. First of all, I feel as though we already are on social media. We share more than enough stuff with everyone. I don't post pictures of my biological family, my son, my baby. My thing is, if it's real, can I have some shit to myself? I don't need to exploit what I got going on. I don't need your validation because I'm putting a picture on social media is there to inform you of whatever. And you know, you get certain people, and I say this: I knew somebody who was in a relationship, then went to a marriage, got a divorce, and all the stuff they was posting then mimicked it. Because once they broke up, you didn't see all that. My thing is like, if it's real, why does it have to feel forced?
I think it's the social media age. I think everybody feels so much pressure to try to keep up with these imaginary Joneses. Because I don't know what the Joneses is, but I mean, I think it's that. I also think it's a lot of people. I think we're living in as connected as we are, we're living in a very lonely era. Like, everyone is very lonely and they're seeking connection and they don't know how. Because there's so many ways to connect, theoretically, I think that everybody is seeking true, genuine connection. And they think, well, if I fake it so much through social media, maybe I'll find something real. And I think that a lot of people are lost and lonely and
you for the grant, like I just go ahead, because you about.
But I think a lot of it too go out of like the realm of social media, right? We see a lot of people who like everybody want BMWs and Audis, and everybody want Jeep Wranglers and Range Rovers, and this thing that is supposed to, I guess, provide you some kind of status, right? And then it provides you some kind of status, and by proxy, then it brings these people to you, right? You stand in a loft downtown or whatever the case may be, and you taking pictures every day on your patio so everybody can see you in your loft downtown, and you hoping that brings some kind of desirability to you, you know, for community or to other people. It's like, it's nothing wrong with having nice things. It's nothing wrong with celebrating, you know, nice things. But look at it, even when you look at things like Instagram. I have this one guy that's on my Instagram page. Every day he posts a video of him jumping around in his basketball shorts with no underwear on.
It was like that too. Asia.
His name? I'm sorry, I want to check this out.
Asia, here she go. Asia said, and the people that trying to impress don't even like. That is so true. That is so true. Like, you be posting stuff, these people don't like you. All you doing is giving them a few. Not that you honestly care what they think, but all you doing is trying to keep up with the Jones just for these people. Because trust and believe, when you're not able to continue posting pictures with that man or that girl, or posting your luxurious items and all these things, baby, them same people ain't gonna give a damn when you no longer don't have their worth that you attach to those things anymore.
I think part of it is a lot of people are chasing this white, hetero, cisgender, capitalist ideal, and the farther you're away from it, the more hungry and the more you chase it. Like, I don't see, some straight white people do it, but straight white people with money, with real money, who are married, they don't be doing all that. They just be living their life. They don't be posting all. But it's just, if for some reason we, as these, people that have been oppressed or are oppressed, the farther we are away from that ideal, the more that we seek out these things that we think will get us closer to them. We seek out these material things. We seek out these materialistic relationships. Right. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
And it makes perfect sense, because, and don't get me wrong, I definitely think a lot of people definitely do want to be desirable. I can say for me, for instance, like, I'm in this school. Okay, not only because yes, I feel good about having my hair cut, and I feel as though my appearance is better when I get my hair cut, but you definitely, I don't want to be seen as, scruffy, this, that, and the other. I think there's a lot of things that we do because we do want to be desirable, and I think certain things are okay, but I think when it becomes an obsession is when it's a problem. Like, I don't need nobody else to say me and my babe so cute. And they posted like a couple of weeks ago. Ain't nobody relationship on Facebook goes for me. Period. The pictures are cute. That works for you. That's not what I want to be. I'm not trying to subscribe to what your relationship is hanging or in between is. And I think a lot of times people forget that they're just being trying to portray. And of course, social media, you really have control of what you put on there. You're gonna see the best of the good of the good. Ain't nobody, let's say somebody losing their job and then they got kicked out their apartment. And then the sheriff became still fight and then put it on the sidewalk. Yeah, people ain't posting it. People not posting like, as soon as you wake up in the morning, how you look before you to brush your teeth and all that. Like you try to control the narrative. And the thing is, we have to understand that we need to do whatever we need to do inside before we feel as though that we need that to be fulfilled. Because a question was asked a while ago. Would you ever date somebody who always posts body pics and stuff like that? And to me, I said I couldn't. And it ain't because what you got, because baby, the curb appeal that you got, trust and believe is another reason why I want to be with you. It ain't the reason, but another reason. However, if you are used to that type of attention, there's nothing that me and whole me can do for you that's gonna give you that same dopamine release that all those likes and everything else is gonna give you. That's my take on it.
Ooh, don't knock over the head. So I mean, I just see, this show up in so many ways. Just meeting random people on Jag. You like, I want this person to want me. I want these people to want me, right? I want to these people to bring me food or bring me snacks or come over, hang out to me, bring the food and bring the weed. It's like you want this desire to be with people. You want somebody to send you lunch at work and send you treats and flowers. But at the same time, why we would design these things from other people when these are things that we can do for yourself? Hell, if you want flowers, go get you some flowers. It's not predicated. There's no rule book that says somebody has to send you flowers in order for you to have flowers. There's nothing.
I don't know. I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. The devil doesn't need an advocate. But I know for me, as a Black woman of trans experience, it's a lonely path. It's really lonely. And I'm gonna be completely honest. It's a path that you're walking on a lot of times by yourself. And I think that even though it seems very vain what people are seeking, I know for a lot of, I'll say in my opinion, what I think is, at least for trans women, it's the feeling of wanting to be connected to somebody, even if it's for a second, even if it's not real. Because the world wants to kill us, essentially. The world wants to eliminate us. The world doesn't have our back. Our community doesn't really have our back. We're dealing with a lot of men who don't really have our back. And I think that a lot of it is just this feeling of really just not wanting to be alone. And I know I can even say that for me personally. I'm one of the only people around me that's not in a serious relationship. I just got out of a situation that was a situation. I mean, it's one of those things where it's hard to be on a path and on a journey and you're constantly alone. And not just alone for like a little while. No, you're alone for months and years at a time. And I think that it might manifest in maybe not productive or counterproductive in negative ways. But I really think that a lot of times, because I'll even say, hey, I'm going scumming for some niggas. I'm going out looking for, just feeling sometimes of just wanting to connect to someone and wanting to know that I'm not alone physically or, I want to be held. Because, I can buy myself some flowers, but I can't hold myself. I mean, I can't be connected to someone physically. I think that super ultra independence and super ultra, I can do everything by myself. I also think that that's also a part of PTSD and reaction to trauma that's being faced. So I don't know. I mean, I understand. I do think that all of the, like, you know, trying to get some on all of these apps and this need to, oh, he brought me this, he brought me that, I got this, I got that. I do think that, okay, I'm not for it, but I also can see where, you know, how people get there.
Yeah. It's definitely something that, like, oh, go ahead, Marnina, you about to say something?
Yeah, I think too, like, especially with like Black women, you see a lot in the music industry, like rap and stuff, like, oh, use these dudes for their money, take their money and go. Don't mess with these dudes. You can do it on your own, be Miss Independent. And a lot of time we always hear that Black women that's single, you could do it. And also like, oh, you don't need these dudes, you don't need these dudes, do it by yourself. And that strong Black woman speech, but in reality, like, let's be honest, we're women at the end of the day, and we want to be loved and cared for and loved on and sent flowers. And I think a lot of women want that. Not every woman, right? Because we're not a monolithic group of women, but I think lots of women want to feel wanted and needed and loved. And I think a lot of times it's a difference between gender sometimes, because for women, we like desperately need the affection of another person, or want, not even just need, but want the affection of another person, whereas dudes like whatever.
And and I can definitely agree with that, even with men. But I think the difference is with the desirability and desirability politics is where you go for it. You know, we're human beings. The reason why we survived this long as a species because we're able to communicate. We definitely need more than just we can't just do it alone. However, when you are constantly posting, because I don't know if y'all know, but I really don't post thirst traps stuff like that no more because I did back in the day. But the amount of attention that you get from it to me is too much. Like, okay, yes, I think most people want to be told that they're attractive, this, that, and the other. That's fine. But darling, when that's all people see you as, or just want to fetishize you as that, to me, it's very, 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 very. It gets back to the same point. Like, I'm doing all this to show that yes, I'm worth this. These likes, these hearts, they're definitely making me feel as though I'm validated. However, by the law of that, everybody feel may want the attention of one person. All of that, it's a form of addiction. And when you're always looking externally to be validated, it definitely there's a root of it. And as Joel said, there's some PTSD, there's some trauma there. There's some trauma there. And then I don't not necessarily saying it came back. My one of my close friend circles that I have, we always got this running joke they always be making fun of me. But I can say this, a lot of people feel as though that I am confident. And I can say for the most part a lot of shit that I am, but I definitely have my insecure moments. But a lot of that shit came from my confidence, things like that. It came from day one. My mom and dad. Like to this day. I don't even tell my parents too much of the stuff that I do because my parents has always made it a point to overly affirm us. So sometimes that I don't seek it as much because I got it from home. I know everyone's upbringing is different. They may look different with you have to receive it from your mom or your dad or if they are. And I think that sometimes a lot of people are trying to fill that void that they didn't get filled.
Well, baby, try you some positive affirmations. Mm-hmm. Get you a marker, get you an affirmation book, go to your bathroom mirror, write you some positive affirmations on your bathroom mirror. Put you a few of them in your phone to quote daily. Put you some of, shit, if you have a hand mirror that you just give action to, like Mama Patty was on the rise about, that was a badass mirror. I want that mirror. But, write you some on that. So every time you go and look at yourself, or if there's a mirror in your hallway that you walk by, put some positive affirmations on that for you so that you can have the ability to invest in and affirm yourself. Because even though we look for that outwardly, sometimes what we really want is it to feel that internally, and it doesn't matter how much someone provides that feeling to you, make you feel desirable and all of those things. If you still feel empty or incomplete on the inside, you're gonna always feel like you're longing for that, or you're missing that, or you're not worthy or valid of that because you haven't fixed what the problem is or you are experiencing internally.
And then that be the thing. You think that you can just fix it externally, and you still end up having them same issues. Case in point, I have a close friend. I ain't gonna put his business out there like that. However, he said the only reason at first why he transitioned, because he's detransitioning from female to male back to male. The only reason why he said that he did it was he wanted the approval of the pageant community. And back when he came out, that's the only way that they will allow you to progress if you made these body modifications. So sometimes, not sometimes, but often, we need to question why we want to change certain things about ourselves.
I heard that about the Miss Continental pageant. There's never been a male drag winner, but,
I mean, and then we also have to talk about stuff in the community, like my buddy had said. Many times, a lot of these groups and I'm just going by his experience, then from what other of my friends that I have of trans experience, female trans experience, have said, that they attack one another about how desirable the other, how one looks to the masses.
I can say that we had a panel before Corona. The Mahogany Project had a panel, and I was a part of the panel, and a trans woman, a Black trans woman, came up to me after the panel and asked me or told me how much better I would look if I had some body modifications and if I did some stuff. And it took me by surprise, because first off, I've never even thought that people actually said those things out loud, but she told me how much of a badder bitch I would be if I had these things done. And she was younger than me, and I was older than her. And I think she thought that I was younger, and I think she thought that was something that was going to move me. But it was just an odd experience. And I was like, okay, that's not really the path that I'm going down. But it was just very unsettling.
And why do you have to fulfill her definition?
I'm not gonna say who said it, but
don't say it while we're on live.
I wanted to know.
Because
it was a friend of somebody.
I'm sure, and then that's a whole nother topic that we definitely need to talk about. And I'm also just be in the background, because I definitely think people with trans experience or non-conforming people, because I've heard certain conversations that people give more precedence to certain people that quote unquote fit whatever stated that they define is passing or acceptable, and that's an issue. That's definitely an issue among cis Black gay men, because if you don't look like this, or you ain't shaped like this, or you don't move like this, you're less desirable. And we definitely need to have another in-depth conversation about that, because it is a problem. Because that's trauma. Once you get there, that's trauma. You constantly surround. Because, how do you have to unmitigated golf to come up to somebody and say, "Oh, you will be a bad bitch"?
What's that there?
Yeah, it's at the Mahogany.
I didn't tell you when it happened, though.
You say what?
I didn't tell you when it happened. You were there.
My God.
And all this stuff got to really, it really got to see a lot. I
would have cussed them out.
I knew. I guess for me being older, I tried to pull from it, and I was like, I took from what she was trying to give, but I didn't take it personally. It was just an odd experience for me. I didn't realize that people actually did that, but I didn't take it personally. That's why I didn't make a big deal of it. It was just very strange and odd, because I really truly did not believe that women really said that sort of stuff to women.
But the nerve.
Welcome, baby.
The nerve.
But I think it comes from our community how our community wants to have it both ways. We want to be different. We want to be able to be, however, but we still want to play into the binary cisgender boxes and constructs. And it's like, well, we can't, it's not both ways. Like, and I think that the community really a lot of times wants to have their cake and eat it too. Black, women of trans experience, many of them, I'm not going to say all of them, but I can say many of them want to do whatever, but then hold other trans women to a certain standard of womanhood.
Right.
And that could also be said for, trans men, and it could also be said for the erasure of binary and gender nonconforming. It's just like our community as a whole, we want to be able to be free and be expressive of our identity, but still, binary.
Like, it still gotta look like this. You can be you, but it still gotta fit somewhere in this box. That's so sweet.
The legend, bitch, let me tell y'all, some legend would have it. I would still be cussing them out today. I would still, because the nerve. First of all, you don't know.
Hold on. Let's read something positive.
Okay.
Asia said, Joel, you look fabulous just the way you are.
Thank you, sis. Thank you.
Sweet. Asia's a beautiful person inside out. I love that.
I still be cussing them out, baby.
It was a while ago. It was over a year ago.
Once we end the show, please say that.
The nerve of a punk bitch. Okay, because first of all, you don't know what nobody is going through when you come and bring something like that to. You don't know what nobody is dealing with mentally, physically, on a day-to-day. You don't know what their home situation like, their work situation like, their mental stability. And to even bring that to somebody like, well, you could be a bad bitch. Who's to say I'm not a bad bitch now?
Yeah.
Where did you get that from? And who appointed you the captain of the bad bitches to tell people to go around and tell them how they can be a bad bitch?
Because how she probably, when she came out about, they did the same thing to her. Because I've had a lot of young girls, and like I've told you, a lot of women of trans experience will hit me up inquiring certain things because they feel as though a lot of the other girls are not going to tell them. I don't know why they try to bogart information, certain assistants, but definitely a lot of them still, when they're transitioning, comes to their look, a lot of girls don't want to share where they get their hormones, where they get some of their work done, the doctor's skin regimens, and I'm like, baby, everything you gonna be. If you everything that you believe you're gonna be, it don't matter if this next girl get it. Like, girl, you be the woman that you gonna be. Because listen, it's all types of fish in the ocean. I'm telling you that. When you walk outside, all these women on Instagram and all social media may have you thinking one thing, but you done see women from all types of walk of life. Tall women, short steak, short and slim thick with it. It's all types of women like that really irks me when they say that, or even with I was over here with trans men, like, oh, you gotta present this way, you gotta present that way. Like, why you just can't be you?
That's my thing. There are all type of women, there are all type of men, and there are all type of people that live in between those two spectrums and those two identities. And to just walk up to somebody and say that to them, that's just some bullshit.
I was on to me. I was saying, well, how much you got on? How much you got on? How much you got? You want me to?
What's your contribution look like?
How much you got on? Oh, you gifted me.
And I don't want no black market, baby.
No.
So don't be talking about a girl who do it for $300. So that's not what I'm looking for.
I need you to go to that house so I can have sue them. So once I get my coin, I can get corrective surgery.
Since you got so much to say, bitch, tell me to get to Dr. Miami or Dr. Colorz.
Yeah.
Miami.
Well, I did like Dr. Colorz when he first did Shekinah Body, but now it don't look the same. What?
It's all types of fish.
It is, but what I'm saying is her body doesn't look the same as when she first got it done. And anybody who saw Shekinah Body when she first got it done will let you know her body don't look the same as like when she first got it done.
I don't know. What about Santana? Santana always, she got some work done in Miami.
Who? Saucy Santana?
Uh-huh.
Okay, moving right along. So
you do. She got no stuff.
Walking like a dog. Walking like a dog.
Okay. Only work I know he got done in Miami was some stitches. Okay. Moving right along. He did, sis. She got shot in the arm. Mama got stitches.
And we're glad to Santana's okay.
Allegedly.
I don't know. That work was real refrigerator tease. I don't know.
Yeah, we still
Because Adonis is really worried about the funding. Okay. He is really worried about the funding today. Okay. So we got about 5 minutes left. So we're going to go into final thoughts. Anybody want to share any good news? Anything coming up?
You know what? We didn't even do our intro. We didn't even introduce ourselves in the beginning. We just went straight into it.
Oh, I mean, shit.
It's been a while, so we just jumped in.
At the 8 episodes, you would think they'll know who the girls are. Okay. We did. Oh, Miss, I drank a little cocktail. Adonis brought me this buttery nipple up in here.
Listen, what is it called? We support Black Bitch real
I don't
quick.
even know what it's called.
We went to OST. Look, no, I stopped by there and got Verniss something.
Adonis
It's
drunk.
It's a black liquor store. We support it. I always support. When I walked in and said, "Hey, brother, I ain't seen you."
Are they queer friendly?
Now I don't know if they know my tea.
Apparently, if they tell Adonis they ain't seen him in a month.
But they said, well, you know, let me tell you something. Most heterosexual men don't come there because, let me tell you something about me. One of my desirability policies I subscribe to, I'm always going to smell like an escort, baby. I'm always going to smell. You're going to smell these colognes. You're going to smell
like an escort. Okay?
Yes, baby. You're going to smell.
That's the quote of the night.
I'm going to smell like this. I'm going to come in there like, ooh, what you got on?
I love a good quotable.
That's me. I got it from my uncle because he always smelling good. So like, I'm going to come in there because I bathe. Okay. I'm gonna do it twice a day. Okay. So yes, I'm coming to smell it. That's how you knew it was me. That's how I knew it was me.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say he recognized you from the motherland or something.
No, they were not. They're not.
You know how you do, baby. But yeah. So anything I want to share. So I'll put this out there. I know we don't have as many people watching, but I am working to bring a local Flux chapter to Houston. So if you are anybody who's
watching,
Flux? So Flux is an affinity group of AIDS Healthcare Foundation. And Flux is an affinity group that support TGNC, NB individuals in community advocacy, resources, and things like that. So I am looking to start a Flux chapter in Houston. So if you are transgendered, non-binary, or gender non-conforming person who would like to come on board and join the team and help me bring Flux to Houston, Texas. And this will actually be the first Flux chapter in Texas, so we can make some amazing waves here, starting with Houston. Please reach out via my inbox, and we can start some kind of dialogue around you coming on board and helping bring Flux to Houston, Texas. And once again, to bring up Black Trans Empowerment Week that is going to be in the week of November 13th to the 20th, we're still looking for nominees for Woman of the Year, Man of the Year, Ally of the Year, which could be a person or organization or an agency. And we're also looking for a Person of the Year, which would be comprised of non-binary or gender non-conforming individuals who make a direct impact in the Black trans community. So if you know someone or if you fall into that category yourself and feel like, you deserve your roses, feel free to go to the Mahogany Project page, look in the link tree, and go ahead and nominate yourself or another individual. We'll be accepting nominations until the end of the month. So you still got a few days left.
Absolutely. What do we have? So definitely please go to the Mahogany Project webpage. We have started a watch club. I ain't gonna give y'all too much. Go in there. We have a watch club. We have movies. We watch it. Then we're gonna talk about it. Stay tuned. My favorite holiday is coming up, Halloween. And, so for October, we're going to have a lot of kind of horror. So we're going to talk about it. Stay tuned. Definitely. As I said before, true crime is my thing. I listen to it all day, every day. So I'll be coming out with a YouTube channel very, very soon. Telling you true crime stories. I don't know if y'all seen something about true crime and makeup. Well, I ain't doing no makeup. Okay? I'm doing true crime. I'm going to tell it in a different way. Because it's not black men that seen it, I was a little apprehensive of doing it. But I ain't seeing a black man. I see a lot of white men with these monotone voice. They see one black young lady who do her makeup. What's that? Ain't nobody, ain't no homeboy horror, so this gonna be me.
Oh, this is gonna be called Homeboy Horror.
I'm the homeboy horror, baby. That's it. Oh, and speaking of horror, again, if you need some, please hit us up. Let us know. Because we got the Glock on clock, the block stay hot. If you all need some self-defense kits, let us know. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Do you hear me?
So, Miss Asia, the information for the watch party can be found on the Mahogany Project page on Facebook and Instagram. You'll see a flyer that has the different shows located on that flyer. All of them can be found on Amazon Prime, Hulu, Netflix, and things of that nature.
Absolutely.
So definitely check that out on the Mahogany Project page and on Instagram. Okay, people?
Because we're going to watch it, then we're going to talk about it.
So since we didn't do our introductions at the beginning, I am Verniss McFarland, the founder and executive director of the Mahogany Project, also known as V Fierce.
I am the Adonis Dorleen, the main dude, the same dude, whatever the lame dude. I love the title. Like, baby, I have a couple. I take it with me. My gadgets and gizmos are plenty.
And I'm Marnina, the queen on all social media sites.
And I'm Joelle Baya Usori, aka your man's first choice, not his second.
All right, so thank y'all for joining us for another episode of In Living Colors. Next Wednesday is tea time. So if you are a non-binary, gender non-conforming person, trans individual who is looking for a mental health peer meetup space, join Joelle and Crimson. I think next week is Joelle's session. It'll be 7 o'clock via Zoom. You will need to register before tea time take place in order to get a link to attend, or you will not be able to join the conversation. And that will be next week. So we'll see you guys the following week. So peace out, people.
That's all. Don't get none on you. Stay ready. Man, we ain't gonna get that motherfucker. Y'all,
I'm sorry, y'all. I
ain't do much to you.
Call the paramedics.
Get their awards right.
Call
Like you just passed out.
Call the paramedics. I am not okay.
Oh Lord,
I am not okay. Bye.
Y'all have joining in.